Hey guys, Dave Desai, welcome back to my channel. So today I have some tea for ya. It's gonna be a big one today. I hopped on the internet and I saw the hashtag Protect Jungkook trending on Twitter, and that is just my heart. My heart just... I can't believe this is happening again. This has happened previously before, so I'm not shocked. This time it does seem a little bit different, but I want to get into it. I want to talk about it. So if you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so be notified anytime a new video drops. If you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's jump into it. Now, just to give a little bit of a backstory, Jungkook is no stranger to people ridiculing him and making fun of him online. I mean, BTS isn't in general. It happens very often online, but not just online. It also happens on TV news. Remember that news station that said BTS all looks like girls and Jungkook looks like a cow? I wonder how they're doing.
Powiedziałabym, no niespecjalnie bardzo męska, prawda? Zgodzisz się ze mną?
Chłopięca zdecydowanie niemal dziecięca, taki mały książę troszkę. Może to o to chodzi? I mnóstwo kolczyków.
A może chodzi o ilość głosujących po prostu, właśnie akurat z tego rejonu świata.
Okay.
Tak,
albo oczy, zobacz, oczy, czy te oczy mogą kłamać? Bo grzywka na pewno nie robi go najprzystojniejszym człowiekiem.
Tym bardziej, że buty zakładam się farbowane.
Najprzystojniejszy, najpiękniejszy.
No, kolczyk, tak, kolczyk, w uchu noszą kolczyki i tak.
But yeah, that's still a thing. That's a thing that actually happened. Now, this is something he has to deal with. He has to pretend that doesn't bother him. Obviously, if he comes out and says that this bothers him, people just make fun of him even more. But if you are a human being, stuff like that bothers you. A lot of people think celebrities don't read comments or don't get affected by comments. But when you leave comments saying and judging their person, like saying that they're a liar, saying that they're ugly, all that stuff, it genuinely does get to you. Because imagine what's going through their head. They're not quite sure why they're getting this hate, and then they're just getting it. It's like you're being hated for just being alive. And you can imagine that kind of psychology. It's like half the world doesn't want you to be alive, so they feel like the world hates them. And now, especially if it's slightly powerful or verified people or people with some sort of platform saying these sort of things, it can have a lot more impact. One, that particular news station, their audience is probably mostly people who are ignorant. So they're going to attract those ignorant people to BTS. People who would have never otherwise watched BTS are now coming over to hate on BTS. But there are so many racist, higher up people and powerful people in the world who use their platform to say things that are very ignorant. And honestly, let's be real here, because racist comments are going to hurt a lot more than comments that just say, oh, you're ugly. So I was tagged on Instagram to talk about this particular thing here. Now, if you don't know what my Instagram is, it is up here somewhere, one of these, and you get to contribute to fun things like this. So we're going to talk about that right now. When I saw the hashtag Protect Jungkook trending on Twitter, my heart literally sunk. I was so sad to see something like this must be happening again, and I wondered where it was coming from. But thank you so much, ARMYs, for trending something like this and bringing awareness to something like this and making Jungkook hopefully feel a little bit better. Although he's probably not on Twitter right now, so maybe it doesn't matter. I hope he's on Twitter seeing it, or at least someone he knows is on Twitter seeing it and sending it to him. ARMYs were, of course, furious at the amount of hate that Jungkook was getting and receiving over nothing. I couldn't tell you why, like maybe because he's the youngest, but like why would you go and bully the youngest? That seems kind of like a cop-out. That seems like a very easy target to do the young one. Like, let's attack the youngest member. Like, what jerks? Under the hashtag, you'll see a lot of people kind of defending Jungkook. I don't really see any hate on this hashtag, which is good. Basically telling Jungkook that he should not be avoiding Twitter and Weverse and on his social media accounts just because of a few hate comments, and he shouldn't let it get to him. Because this is where all his ARMYs are and all the people that love him. So by shutting that down, you're also shutting out the comments that are going to make your day, the comments that are going to be amazing. A lot of this hate has definitely come from the virus and the fact that people are very anti-Asian. I mean, this is something, including myself, that I am dealing with right now, and a lot of racism out in the world. It's hard, and I just want to put it out there for anyone else who's in my similar position and is scared. This will pass. This will get a little bit better. I just want you to know that. I just want you to not give up hope. This whole situation can also explain why Jungkook usually never really posts on Weverse or on social media that much, and that why he doesn't take so many selfies that often. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen my baby go live on VLive, okay? And I want to see that. So you haters, stay away. I want to read a statement that was said by an ARMY. I won't blur out their names or anything like that because I want to give credit to the person who wrote this beautiful thing. So the statement reads, I will be talking about this, it's getting worse. So basically, Jungkook is avoiding social media and not updating for ARMYs in Weverse, Twitter, VLive, etc. is because of bullying and hate haters are giving him. So we as true ARMYs should stick with Jungkook and finish this. We will be raising the tags on all social media. And here are the tags that you can use. We should never forget the tag BTS Jungkook and Jungkook. There's a lot of hate accounts on Instagram and Twitter wishing Jungkook to die, get coronavirus, leave BTS, and go suicide. This is besides the edit they are making of it. Do you all think that those things don't reach Jungkook? Of course they do. Imagine you're getting hate from more than 300 plus person. You would probably feel down, depressed. You would feel like the world has turned your back on you. It is time to stop, show your love to Jungkook, and support him by raising the trending tags on social media. Hope you all understand what I said and share this post, because if it was too late, something bad will happen. That is obviously not the full thing. You can go and check out that Twitter user to read the full post. I think it's really, really great. I totally agree. I think that we should be adding to these hashtags in the comment section down below. Put Protect Jungkook down there and be able to kind of stand in support of this. BTS receives a lot of hate for things that they don't do, let alone Jungkook. But Jungkook does get a lot of random hate that isn't called for. I understand if you're like a polarizing figure, like if you're someone who is very controversial like Kim Kardashian or something like that, I can understand why you're getting some hate. But for BTS or for Jungkook, it doesn't make much sense why they're getting hate, because they're never standing against controversial issues. Jungkook literally minds his own business and doesn't do anything to anyone. So I can totally understand how the hate would infuriate armies. I mean, it would infuriate anyone. It's like people hating another person for no reason. With the state of the world right now, we need to come together and not rip each other apart. Personally, I know that in the public eye, I will never be seen as good as a white person. And that is something that we as a society have to work on. That mentality needs to change. We live in America currently where there's so many successful, beautiful, and great people that are on top that are Asian. Jungkook, of course, being one of them. Jungkook is one of the sweetest people alive, and I can't imagine him getting hate. For example, when he was in pre-debut, he was the one who kind of kept BTS together. BTS wouldn't be BTS if one of the members left or one of the members decided to leave. One of the members that did decide to leave was JHope. If you didn't know, previously Big Hit wasn't as big as Big Hit is now. It is considered one of the top 4, and this was solely because of BTS. When BTS first started, the label literally had no money. They didn't have any money to properly train BTS, like with teachers and things like that. They had to teach themselves, so often Jimin would play the role of teacher and he would teach people since he is classically trained as a dancer. So you get the idea, stuff like that. But Big Hit was also known to not have a training room, so a lot of them weren't able to train in like an official dance studio.
2 members had to choreograph a dance move for an improvised performance. And because they didn't have a suitable practice room, they had to practice in the middle of the streets of Los Angeles. Jimin kept teaching RM dance moves he made, but RM could not bring as much feeling and skill out to Jimin's standard.
Jungkook being the youngest, he definitely needed more help, and so the other members had to kind of step up and help him and walk him through everything. You know, given the fact that if you're younger, you probably don't have as much experience, things like that. JHope was someone who really kind of took the time and took Jungkook under his wing and kind of really guided him through everything, and that was so nice. JHope literally taught Jungkook the ropes and everything. It's so cute. Their friendship, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Their friendship is literally gold. Can I please have someone like this? Like God or whatever. Like just summon me a JHope for Christmas, please. Like I'll do a bunch of good deeds. I'll like hug elves. But being that they had just started, it's tough for a boy group or a musician to keep going without ever actually knowing if they're going to make any money. Especially when they're Asian, right? Like there's a lot of pressure in Asian culture to be able to have a job that's very well paying. And at this point, BTS was doing this for years without really making any money. So you can imagine that JHope probably felt like this was a lost cause and nothing was really going to come out of it. So when JHope had the opportunity, he decided to leave. Jungkook cried a lot, I can imagine, right? Oh, this breaks my heart. It's tough when something like this happens because obviously they'll still be friends, right? Like they'll still call each other, text each other and all that stuff. That's not what I would imagine Jungkook is sad about. It's the idea that this dream is over. Like obviously Jungkook trained with JHope for a long time. Jungkook probably had in his mind all the things that BTS would accomplish, and Jungkook had in his mind that JHope would be there. Jungkook would just be crying over the fact that the dream died a little bit, and that's so sad. When JHope did eventually decide to come back, thank God, he was asked why, and he basically said that had nothing to do with the contracts or anything like that. He felt like he had gone through so much with all the members, and it felt like such a cop-out to just leave right then and there. He probably couldn't get the thought of Jungkook crying out of his head, and honestly, if Jungkook cried about me leaving, I would freaking glue myself to his hips and we would do everything together. I'll never leave him. Let me know what you think about these 2 things. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for subscribing. As always, I do have a Patreon if you would like to check it out and contribute back to this channel just a little bit. It really helps me kind of keep the videos on this channel going and make them better. So I really do appreciate anything you can contribute back to this channel. So thank you so much for doing that. You can also get exclusive content over there, such as reaction videos like music video reactions, ship reactions, performance reactions, all that sort of thing over there. I'll leave a link in the top of the description down below. There's also 2 videos that will pop up on screen here that will be 2 videos recommended to you. So I hope you click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.